Shalom, well. Today we have the first day of Sukkot, and I just recall that I promised you to make a video about the calendar we follow. So now I have time to do it, and I'll try to show you how do we understand these things and why we stopped following the Jewish calendar. So this is just like the main points. So I'll first go to Wikipedia, and I don't know actually if you're aware of these things that I'm gonna read from Wikipedia, or maybe you don't, so you can go on your own and look through all of this. But we can see a lot of information even from Wikipedia. So I'll start from here. So what do we see here? So it determines Jewish holidays, and let's read from the second half. The present Hebrew calendar is a product of evolution, including a Babylonian influence. So even they say to us that it was impacted by Babylon. So while they were in Babylon captivity, they most likely implemented some of the uh, things from Babylonian calendar. And they say the calendar employed a new crescent moon with the additional month, normally added every 2 or 3 years to correct for the difference between 12 lunar months and the solar year. So we see that they added the 13th month. So we see the Hebrew lunar year is about 11 days shorter than the solar year. So, and they make these 19 years Metonic cycle. So let's go further. Components. What do we have here? So here we can see the length of each month, and we see it's similar to our modern calendar, but we have 30-31, and they have 30-29. And total, you can see the total number of days in a year. They can have different numbers, 353, 54, or 55 days. Yeah, I have Stefan here with me, so you may hear some of the sounds. So what else I was reading while searching all of this? So actually there is a lot of information here, and you can read that, for example, a leap year is always 30 days longer, and so can have 383, 84, or 85 days. Yeah. So let's go. I don't remember where this table is. It's here. So here we have the names, like the Hebrew, the Tiberian, and Babylonian analog names. Yeah, so we can even here compare that. The first month is Nisan, and in Babylon they have Nisanu. Yeah, the second month Ayar, they have Ayaru. Sivan, they have Simanu, Tammuz, Dumuzu. Yeah, so almost all of them are very similar, like almost the same pronunciation, the same phonetically speaking month. So they are almost similar to those in Babylon, and that's what we read, that they were influenced by Babylonian methods and calendar calculations. So my point from here is that we see a lot of stuff here and we do not see anything from what we see here in the Bible. We don't see any command or any practice of additional 13th month. We do not see any kind of Metonic cycles. We do not see some leap years, etc., etc. So we do not see all of these things in the Bible. So this is like the first thing that I don't like about Jewish calendar, is that they have a lot of these different things in calculations and similarity to Babylonian calendar, while we have no information about it in the Bible. So now let's go to the Bible. And what I would like to show you here is that in English, in a lot of translations, and I would say King James is better in this. But if you take, for example, the scriptures, they are very bad because they translated the word month as moon almost every time. So, and when you read the scriptures, you have this perception that month and the moon are bound together. So it's like the same thing when it is not. Let's go, and so you see I made a search for the word moon, and we have, for example, Job. Yeah, behold, even to the moon, and it shines not. Yeah, like let's see what the word is here, and we see that this is Yarek. Yeah, and it has only one definition, moon. So it's a heavenly body. You see, it's a heavenly body, the moon. And now let's see the word for month. Yeah. So it's Hodesh. Yeah, Hodesh. And we also have a definition here, the new moon, it says. But it is because this already exists in perceptions and translations that actually the new month is the new moon. Because of Jewish tradition, we have this perception that when someone reads new month is the same that new moon, because new month starts with a new moon. But it's not the same. It's completely two different words. So each time we see these words, a new moon, in the Bible, we need to check whether it says like new Chodesh, which is month, or new Yarek, which is moon, because in Hebrew it's two different things. And you can see that the word month is used much more often, like how many times? 276. Yeah. And the word Yarek is used smaller amount of times. So now, for example, let's go to Psalms, and I think it's Psalm 81 that a lot of people mention while discussing this topic. If I'm not, yeah, it's here, I think, yeah. So blow a shofar in the new moon. You see, as I said, the scriptures, they used this phrase, new moon, every single time almost when it says new month, actually. So let's check. Let's compare, and we'll see new moon, but the word here is Hodesh. So Hodesh is a month, is like the measurement of time, while the word for moon, for the heavenly body, is Yarech. So it's two different words. So it's not appropriate translation here. And in a lot of places, it's a mistake because they should put here new month. But since they have this already existing mindset that month is always starting with a new moon, they put in here new moon. But this is not correct because there is no word moon in here. There is word Hodesh, which means month. Okay? So this is the second point, that actually there is no verses that directly are saying that the month is starting with a new moon. And this is how you start your month. Actually, I would say that there is some similarity, although, between the word Yerag and the month. So I will just show you quickly. I'll go to search again. So yeah, we see Yerag, and it says origin from the same as Yerach, and the word Yerach is having this definition: month or moon, lunar cycle, lunar cycle. And we see that there are 13 occurrences in KJV. So only these 13 times the similar word to the word moon is used as month. But we should be very careful while looking into these places, I think. And this is, for my opinion, this is not enough. So that we could say that, see, we have these 13 occurrences where the word Yerach, which is almost the same as Yerek, translated as month, and actually it seems like it says about month, not the heavenly body, but the timing. Yeah. So this is why we connect month and moon. So I would be very careful about it. So, and this is the second point. And the third point is that what we see in the Bible doesn't fit into Jewish calendar. So let's go to search again. Let's go and search again. Oh, there is a lot. There are a lot of places with the word 60. Okay, but I found the one that I needed. So in Revelation it says, "And I shall give unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days." Okay, so we see a precise number of days. And we also know that in other places it says 42 months. So if I will now go to calculator and I will multiply 42 by 30, we'll have exactly 1,260, which is equal to 42 months, which is equal to 3.5 years. So this is a first account of timing where we see that month is actually 30 days only. Not less, not more, but 30 days precisely. Because it says 42 months, it's 1,260 days, right? So if we'll take a Jewish calendar, today's Jewish calendar, and we will take 3.5 years and we'll calculate all the days, we will not come to this number. Another instance is in Genesis. In Genesis, okay, maybe I'll just use search. Yeah, just yeah. So it's in the chapter 7. So, and the waters were mighty on the earth 150 days. So we see again a precise number of days, and we know that the flood. Let me find it. I don't know the verse, but I remember that it says 5 months. Yeah, let me find it. Okay, I think it doesn't say 5 months, but there is something that started at month 2 and it was finished at month 7. So yeah, it's in the beginning of this chapter. Let me find it. Oh, so it's here in verse 11. So it says, in the second, you see again, new moon, but the word actually is month. In the second month, the 17th day of the month. So the great deep were broken up and the fountains, yeah, and the windows of heaven were opened. So the rain started at month 2, day 17th. And so unfortunately, I cannot find all the verses that I would like to read now, but you can, I think you can look for it on your own, and you will see that there is actually a linkage between month 2 and month 7, and between these months there is a time of 150 days exactly. So it's 5 months in total. 5 multiplied by 30 is 150. So again, we can see that 1 month is actually 30 days. And another account is in Ruth, in the book of Ruth. No, sorry, it's not Ruth, it's Esther. Yeah, it's Esther. So it says again, the verse 4. So for many days, 180 days. So the feast, yeah, it's talking about the feast. It lasted for 180 days, which is exactly half of the year, 6 months. There is another place in here. I'll try to find it. So we see in verse 1, 100 and or verse 4 and I think it's in somewhere in. So when he was choosing the women, it says that the chosen women they were going through preparations for 180 days of. Let's see. Oh, it's here, yeah. So it's chapter 2, verse 12. It says, "Now when the turn of each young woman came to go into sovereign Ahasuerus after she had completed 12 new months, 12 months actually, not new moons, 12 months according to the regulations for the women, for the days of their preparation were completed as follows: 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 months with perfumes and with preparations of women." Yeah, so actually, what we see here is that they had 12 months here, and 6 months is actually 180 days, and as we read in chapter 1. So in all of the instances that we can see a timing of month, it's equal to 30 days only. It doesn't have 28, 29, 31 days depending on the month. Each month has 30 days, and thus we can have these precise numbers like 150 in 5 months, like 180 in 6 months, like 1260 days in 42 months. I think it's a simple math. So I do not see it in Jewish calendar. I do not see it. I do not see the 13th month. I do not see all these like complicated calculations. How do they do it? That you have to watch the moon. You have to know all of its cycles. You have to it's really complicated. So let's assume that we don't have iPhones and iPads. We don't have internet. How would we do that? How would a simple person be able to calculate the feasts? How would a simple person, a simple believer as you and me, be able to know where the feast starts? If we just if we couldn't go on the internet and just check. Do we have this additional 13th month this year, or we don't? Like, for us it's simple because we just open the Hebrew calendar, we check, okay, now we know the date. But if we take it away, and actually there will be a time when we will not be able to just go on the internet and to see it. you know. So we have to understand the way how to calculate it by ourselves, and it shouldn't be as complicated as Jewish calendar. I think it's quite simple. Yahweh created the heavenly bodies for the purpose to give light on the earth, to give some signs, and actually I think he already had spoken to us about what kind of signs they will show. And for timing, of course, but generally speaking, I do not see the moon this kind of significant in it. The sun, yes, because the sun starts the day, the sun starts the year, so, you know, and the sun is like the major ruler, like heavenly body that rules the seasons, that rules the day, you know. So it's, for me, it's quite logical. It works well with the sun. I don't say that this is like, you know, we understand this is just a heavenly body, the same as the moon, but it has a different purpose. The moon has its own purpose, and the sun has its own. So, with all these points said, I see no basis, no foundation of Jewish calendar, neither in the Bible nor in apocrypha books like Enoch, Jubilees, you know. And if you, yeah, I know that you read Enoch and Jubilees, and I know that you have to know that Enoch even says that each month has 30 days precisely, and thus year is 364 days. Why 364? Because there are 4 additional days which are not included in months. They are transitional days, so-called. So after each set of 3 months, like 3 months of spring, then we have 1 transitional day, and three months of summer, again 1 transitional day. So in the year we have 4 transitional days, and thus in total it's 364. And we start the year with the equinox, when the daylight and the night are equal. So, of course, I cannot tell you all the things about this calendar, I cannot reply on all the questions you may have, because I also have a lot of questions. I actually do not know how to correlate these two calendars. Like, we have 365, and another one which I'll try to follow is 364. So how it will work, I don't know. I just started this year. But definitely I see the Jewish calendar doesn't fit. It's just some kind of counterfeit, you know. We cannot follow it, we cannot use it. We just use it. I used to use it because there was no alternative to it. Like, what else can I follow? I certainly cannot use Gregorian calendar, I cannot use Julian calendar, I cannot use Chinese calendar, so the only calendar I can use is Jewish, of course, yeah. But since I now found that Jewish calendar actually is also most likely was created by people who were greatly influenced by Babylon religions, Babylon mysteries, you know. So I don't want to follow it. I don't see basis for this calendar in the Bible. And I showed you that all these verses that people can open and can say, see, it says new moon, here new moon, there new moon, here new moon, there new moon. Actually, it doesn't say moon. It says month, new month. there are only 13 instances, which, by the way, I just found while I was looking through these different places before making a video, and I found it just recently. So I now have to study these 13 places. Like, why does it say month when there is a similar word to Yarek, which is moon? So I have to check it, but for me, anyway, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for Jewish calendar. So I hope you understand my point and you see why we do not follow Jewish calendar anymore. And if you have anything to say, like I don't know, any arguments, any points from your side in support to Jewish calendar, maybe I miss something, maybe I don't understand something, so please share. If you think that maybe what I'm saying is correct and you have some questions to clarify things, please ask. If I know the answers, I will appreciate the opportunity to share with you. But as I said, I don't know all the answers myself. I am still searching and looking because actually I don't know how to correlate these things, these two calendars. So yeah, may Yahweh bless you and see you later. Bye.